Hi, greetings from Chennai, India. This is Benny again. Nice to meet you after a week in the second episode of Worrier or Worrier. Yes, hope last week message was a blessing, David the warrior, right? And you exercised not being worried, but being a warrior you overcame, right? Excellent. And today it's a pleasure again, I just to say it in a brief way, we worry about many things. Like last week as we saw, many things. It can be finances, family pressure, it can be any kind of things. And some people worry with reason, some people without a reason they worry. But whatever it is, we must be a warrior, not a worrier, right? So let's focus on that. And today we are going to see a character in the Bible. Like last time we saw David, and this time we are going to see Joseph. Joseph is a wonderful character. And the first book of the Bible, Genesis, talks about him. And almost 1/4 of the Genesis book belongs to Joseph. Illustration or story, it is a true story. Jacob had 12 sons and Joseph was 11th. And he was very close to his father, favorite for his father, because at the old age he got Joseph, and then he had Benjamin too, but still Joseph was very favorite. And at the age of 17, that's how Genesis chapter 37 talks about Joseph. At the age of 17, he was asked to take some food, like how David was asked to take food to the army camp to 3 of his brothers. Yeah, he was sent by his father to, who was taking care of the sheep, all the brothers. It's kind of a different thing, right? David's brother was taking care of the army. They were as a soldier, but here these brothers were taking care of the sheep. And Joseph goes there. By the time he had dreams, and he was explaining the dreams, so that the brothers got wild. And because his father was so close to Joseph, and he gave him a different dress, like a tunic, they say. It's like a different colored dress. And brothers were not pleased with Joseph, so they plotted, and they wanted to kill him. But Reuben had mercy on him and said, let's not have the blood in our hand, so let's put him in the pit and leave him like that. And when he was put in a pit, plotted, and they are putting in a pit, and by that time, they saw someone coming. That was Midianites, traders were coming that way. Then Judah thought, okay, let us make some money out of it. And they said, okay, they made a deal and they sold him for some money. And these Midianites traders took him to Egypt. From pit, he was taken to Potiphar's house. He was given to Potiphar's place. There he is facing a challenge. See, when he was in pit, he was not worried. He was a young man, 17 years of age. He was not worried. He didn't worry about, oh, I'm going to die here. No. He was a warrior. And when he was sold, he was not worried. He was a warrior. So he came to Potiphar's house. There he faced another challenge. Potiphar's wife was so interested in him. And she wanted him to have an affair, to sleep with her. But he said, no, I cannot do that. My master has given everything in my hand, but not you. You are master's wife. So he ran away from her. That's the good habit we must also carry. Running away from sin and resisting the devil. I always say, resist the devil and he will flee from you. But running away from sin is very good. When he did, then she made a big drama that stripped out his part of his clothes and said, oh, this guy came and wanted to sleep with me. So Potiphar said, okay, Potiphar believed his wife, and he was sent to prison from plotting to pit to Potiphar's house to prison. He was put in prison. There, other two people were there. One was chief baker, one was chief butler. Because they were also got into some trouble and they were put in prison. They are having dream. Their dream is being explained by Joseph, that one person will be hanged and one person will be, butler will be serving again the king. So this, as it was said, the butler, chief butler went to king and he served him. So, and the other baker was hanged to death. And what Joseph said was, remember me, but he forgot. Sometimes people will forget us. Sometimes, many times people will forget us. But God will never forget us. So there, again, during that time, the Pharaoh was getting a dream, and dream was, no one could tell the explanation of the dream. So now the butler is saying, oh, there is a young Hebrew guy who can explain. So he was brought in and he explains the dream. 7 years of famine will come, 7 years of flourishing will be there, 7 years of famine. So during that time we have to harvest our house. In that palace, he was brought into palace, and now he was made prince. And then we know the story. He was exalted. And then he is getting a reunion with his family, with all the brothers comes during the famine time. There was flourishing time, and he stored everything. As a prince, he took all the decisions, stored. Now famine comes, and then his brothers are coming. At that time, he was not a warrior, he was a warrior, and became the exalted and got reunion with his family. And his father also was so happy about this thing, got him back again. But then everyone was taken to Egypt, and everything was going according to the plan of God. Don't be a warrior, be a warrior. Joseph was a warrior. Like that, we will also be warrior, and stop worrying. God bless you all. See you next week.